Our tale today begins thousands of years in the past. Once, there existed a majestic empire known as Netheril. It was an age of wonder and enchantment, where the power of magic flowed through the veins of its people like a river of purest starlight. The Netherese, humble fishermen and farmers in their origins, were bestowed with the profound secrets of the art by the ancient and wise elves of Irlan. Irlan, a beacon of light in a world veiled by shadows, stood tall as the guardian of harmony, the sworn nemesis of evil's relentless advance. Alongside their noble kin, the Sharvan, they brandished the weapons of righteousness and tamed the very essence of darkness. Silvanid, a land blessed by Irlan's watchful gaze, basked in the warm embrace of tranquility. This is a tale for another day though, for the rich history of Netheril will take us more than a few drinks to get through. Amidst the ebb and flow of time, the Netherese delved deep into forgotten lore, unearthing the fabled Nether Scrolls. These ancient treasures, steeped in arcane secrets, ignited the flames of curiosity within the hearts of the Netheril's learned sages. With each unfurled parchment, the boundaries of magic were pushed ever further, unveiling hidden realms of power and possibility. The Netherese crafted marvels beyond mortal comprehension. Mythallars, crystalline engines fueled by the essence of dreams, were born from their skilled hands. These radiant artifacts breathed life into their ambitions, transforming the very fabric of reality and imbuing their creations with the power to defy gravity itself. This birthed the first of their flying cities, Zinlanal. Like celestial jewels suspended in the heavens, these soaring metropolises reached heights hitherto unimagined. From their lofty perches, the Netherese gazed upon the world with a sense of grandeur, their arrogance growing with each passing day. Drunk on their own power, the Netherese dared to ascend the path to divinity. In their hubris, they sought to seize magic itself, an audacious endeavor that would shatter the delicate balance of the weave. The weave, that intricate tapestry of arcane energy woven by the gods, succumbed to the cataclysm unleashed by the Netherese. In a maelstrom of chaos and upheaval, the Faerûnian pantheon itself was forever altered, their divine essence wrenched from its celestial moorings. The once proud flying cities of Netheril plummeted from the skies, their majestic descent a testament to the price of unchecked ambition. High Netheril, once a beacon of civilization, was reduced to ruin in a mere heartbeat, while low Netheril languished in the grip of the sinister phaerimm, enduring an agonizing decline that spanned the ages. Phaerimm, an ancient and malevolent race of highly intelligent aberrations. Known also as magic grubs and thornbacks, these nefarious creatures possessed a natural affinity for the arcane arts, casting spells with an eerie finesse that sent shivers down the spines of all who encountered them. Yet, the story of Netheril did not end there. For the Enclave of Thultanther, a remnant of the fallen empire, vanished into the ethereal embrace of the Shadowfell. For 1700 years, it remained hidden, until the fates decreed its return to the realm of Toril in the waning years of the 14th century DR. Known as the Shadavar, they rekindled the flames of their former glory, their dark allure captivating the denizens of North Faerûn. With their ways and shadow-infused powers, they held the realm in thrall, their reign spanning over 100 years. The Shadavar sought to merge the weave with the treacherous depths of the Shadowfell. Alas, their ambitions brought forth a cataclysmic fate. The Shade Enclave, their shadowy stronghold, collided with the renewed realm of Myth-Draenor, its fall a thunderous echo of their misguided dreams. Looking back at the golden age of Netheril, we see an ancient empire that was led by a group of wizards from both High and Low Netheril, in a magocratic council. A society truly built upon a geographical and cultural split of the haves and the have-nots. It all began with a revelation as Netherese arcanists unearthed the mythical mythallars. These enchanted marvels, birthed from the very essence of the weave itself, bestowed upon the wizards a might beyond mortal comprehension. With these ancient artifacts pulsating in their grasp, the arcanists forged a path to unparalleled heights. These mythallars were a crystal ball of colossal proportions, a magnificent orb that stretched an astounding 150 feet in diameter. Its luminous glow bathed the world in a brilliance akin to the sun's golden disk, casting ethereal shadows that danced and swirled upon its surface. Held aloft by an exquisite stand, a masterpiece of intricate artistry. The mythallars enabled the development of spells for creating floating enclaves. 54 celestial cities defied the very laws of nature as they soared with grace and majesty. These floating sanctuaries, hallowed grounds of enlightenment, safeguarded the mages of Netheril from the perils and distractions that plagued the surface world. Within their shimmering walls, the arcanists pursued arcane arts of unrivaled complexity, delving into the depths of knowledge with boundless curiosity and unyielding passion. Unfettered by mortal boundaries, the influence of these celestial enclaves knew few limits, spanning across the vast tapestry of realms. The human and elven empires of that era, Ilafarn and Kalaimshan in the west, Cormanthier and Jamdath surrounding the Inner Sea, and the formidable old empires of Romathar and Narfell in the east, all stood as mere obstacles in the face of Netheril's expansive reach. Through the ancient art of lichdom, the eldritch triumvirate of Larlock, Wulgreth, and Ialam transcended the limitations of mortality, their existence persisting beyond the boundaries of time. Their immortal spirits, vessels of wisdom and power, stood as living testaments to the spirit of Netheril. It is through these extraordinary individuals, whose existence defies the grasp of time, that historians stand witness to the comprehensive history of Netheril. From their eternal lips, tales of triumph and tribulation are shared. It all began as a paradise of cascading rivers, verdant forests, shimmering lakes, and expansive plains that stretched as far as the eye could see. In this idyllic landscape, a humble alliance known as Seventon emerged, a gathering of villages nestled along the shores of the majestic narrow sea. Fenwick, Jers, Jylan, Gustav, Moran, Nozif, and Janik, these humble hamlets formed the foundation of a burgeoning nation. And it was then the Irlani elves, custodians of ancient wisdom and guardians of the mystic arts, recognized the burgeoning potential of these humans. Thus, in the year -3830 DR, they opened the doors of diplomacy and bestowed upon Netheril the precious gift of arcane knowledge. Their innate talent for magic bloomed with unprecedented brilliance as they devoured the arcane spells with insatiable hunger. With every incantation mastered, they climbed the ladder of power and prominence, their ascent unstoppable. It was then, under the wise counsel of Nether the Elder, that the Alliance was reborn as Netheril, Nether's land, a name echoing with the promise of destiny. From the humblest maid to the loftiest noble, the basics of spellcasting were woven into the fabric of their daily lives. Even as they swept the floors or tended to household chores, cantrips danced upon their fingertips, aiding their every endeavor. And amidst this enchanting realm, a distinguished faction arose, the Arcanists, a cadre of spellcasters whose mastery of magic rivaled the very stars in the sky. Their influence surged, their power growing with each passing day, second only to the noble houses that shaped the fate of the nation. 3 centuries of devoted study under the watchful eyes of the Irlani elves had honed the Netherese people into masters of magic, their minds imbued with the profound mysteries of the arcane arts. But destiny had yet another revelation in store, waiting to be unearthed from the ruins of Arivander. In the fateful year of -3533 DR, amidst the crumbling remnants of forgotten empires, a hero emerged from the shadows, the illustrious Finder. He ventured into the depths of ancient ruins, his heart aflame with a thirst for knowledge. And there, hidden within the very essence of time, he discovered the legendary Nether Scrolls. These precious relics of forgotten lore unleashed a torrential surge of power, propelling Netherese spellcraft to dazzling heights that even the noble elves could not fathom. The magic of the scrolls became the heartbeat of Netheril, an enchantment that eclipsed all previous. For 2 centuries that followed, the Netherese arcanists ascended to unparalleled heights. With each passing day, they transcended the boundaries of ordinary spellcasting. And amidst this symphony of magical mastery, a prodigy emerged, Congenial Ion, a mere 33 years of age, whose remarkable brilliance illuminated the heavens. With a deft touch and an unfathomable understanding, he wove the very fabric of magic into a tangible creation, birthing his first marvel, the Ion Stone. A gem imbued with the essence of the cosmos, it floated and twirled, a testament to the limitless potential that coursed through Netheril's veins. But their hunger for power did not stop with that one achievement, for they set their sights upon the land of Alabaster Towers, a realm shrouded in mystery and renowned for its sorcerous might. They waged an assault upon the towering bastions of magic, their aim to strip away the very essence of arcane spells that resided within the minds of the nation's sorcerers. Born amidst the swirling cosmic currents in the year of -3315 DR, Iolaum emerged as a beacon of arcane brilliance, his very presence a harbinger of a new era. He stood as the vanguard against a horde of savage orcs, whose insidious origins could be traced back to the mystical plane of standing stones. The battlefields became his cauldron of experimentation, where the monstrous beast-men were subject to his awe-inspiring trials. The clash of spells and steel echoed across the land. In the year of -3014 DR, a monumental revelation swept through the realm of Toril, an invention that would forever change the tapestry of Netheril's destiny. With a stroke of unparalleled genius, Iolaum crafted the first mythallar, a luminous artifact of indescribable power. With a wizard's touch and the incantation of Proctive's Move Mountain, he brought forth the wondrous city of Zinlinal, a floating enclave that defied the laws of gravity and soared among the clouds. Yet, within this era of boundless enchantment, a treacherous twist of fate unfolded. The Nether Scrolls, a treasure trove of arcane knowledge, were stolen by a cunning band of Cormantherian elves, their heinous act aided by a lone rock gnome, Rilmo Shockwesser. With an insatiable curiosity, the gnome stole a glimpse into the forbidden secrets inscribed upon the scrolls. In an instant, the veil of illusion magic was lifted, and the boundless arcane lore flooded his mind. Like a rhapsody of enchantments, this newfound knowledge spread like wildfire throughout the gnome community of Faerûn, forever altering their connection to the mystical arts. A new chapter unfolded with the dawn of a remarkable era. The Empire's ruling council, known as the High Mages of Netheril, ascended to power in the year of -2758 DR. As the eons unfurled, the Netherese delved deep beneath the mighty Grey Peak Mountains. In the fathomless passageways, they unearthed precious ores that shimmered like stardust, becoming the lifeblood of their thriving civilization. The mines of Decanter echoed with the resolute strikes of pickaxes, while small colonies and outposts sprouted like enchanted blooms across the northern lands. Their gaze turned towards the untamed expanse of the savage frontier. Guided by the enigmatic oracle known as the Terraseer, whose prophetic visions pierced the veil of time, they discovered the hallowed grounds of the Old Owl well in the year of -2368 DR. From this sacred wellspring, the trade-meet settlement of Quasir emerged, a bustling hub where Netheril's traders mingled with Eluskan seafarers, the graceful elves of Ilafarn, and the mighty dwarves of Hongdanner. Yet, the stolen Nether Scrolls, precious tomes of forgotten lore, scattered like stars flung across the celestial expanse. They found refuge in the hidden recesses of Faerûn, their secrets guarded by the Hall of Mists beneath the towering boughs of the Grandfather Tree and the Crypt of Hsthak, a labyrinth of mystery and peril. The Empire of Netheril surged forth, propelled by 1,000 years of enchantment, boundless ambition, and profound transformation. It all began with the wondrous birth of Geria Kronos, a radiant star among the Netherese arcanists, who sparked the birth of the chronomancy school of magic in the year of -2207 DR. As the Netherese enclaves multiplied, they weaved a celestial dance across the expansive canvas of the world, their ethereal trails tracing patterns unknown to mortal eyes. But the Netherese hungered for more than just the heavens. They delved into the secrets of the Sea of Fallen Stars, venturing into its fathomless depths. 3 crystal-domed colonies, known as Deep Netheril, took root in the heart of the abyssal realm. It was there, in the embrace of the watery realm, that the Netherese encountered the Cerosian aquatic elves, creatures of untold beauty and power. The Netherese, consumed by their thirst for dominion, enslaved the aquatic elves of Ceros, their hubris blinding them to the impending storm. The inevitable clash between Netheril and the high mages of Ariselmalar unleashed a cataclysmic force beneath the waves, an explosion of such magnitude that it birthed the Faerûn and Selgaunt bays. The crystalline domes shattered, their enchantments torn asunder, and the colonies of Deep Netheril were reduced to fragments of shattered dreams. 500 years unfurled like an ancient tome, each page unfurling a tale of profound enchantments. Within the labyrinthine mines beneath the plain of standing stones, in the year of -1205 DR, a band of intrepid Netherese explorers unearthed a precious treasure, Chardalin, a crystalline jewel pulsating with magic's fiery embrace. But the Netherese yearned for more than terrestrial realms could offer. Their insatiable curiosity carried them beyond the boundaries of Toril itself, propelling their soaring ships known as spelljammers into the uncharted cosmos of realm space. In the boundless expanse of realm space, the Netherese found themselves face to face with Illithids, a sinister race of mind flayers whose malevolence was matched only by their insatiable hunger for power. The spacefaring wizards met these aberrant horrors with valor and spellfire, but the Illithids unleashed a torrent of hostility, shattering the dreams of interplanetary exploration. In the twilight of Netheril's reign, a storm of destiny brewed. The stage was set with the birth of Karsus, a mage whose brilliance eclipsed the very stars themselves. Among the pantheon of prodigious arcanists, he stood as a luminary. For 3 centuries, Karsus danced upon the precipice of arcane greatness. He sculpted the majestic Enclave of Leonar, a celestial jewel gleaming in the firmament, and he unearthed the enigmatic realm of heavy magic. But it was his fateful encounter with the rogue arcanist Wulgreth that forever changed the course of his tale, transforming his adversary into an undying specter, a lich bound by dark magics. In the year -681 DR, a band of audacious arcanists known as the Night Parade ventured into the demiplane of nightmares, where eldritch horrors of the far realm lay in wait, their otherworldly whispers seeping into the depths of their souls. Then, in -553 DR, the very fabric of reality unraveled before the eyes of Netheril's arcanists as they beheld the plane of shadow, a realm cloaked in darkness and secrets. It was to this enigmatic realm that Telemont Tanthal would later shift his enclave of Thultanther, giving birth to the legendary Shade Enclave. The land itself cried out, burdened by the residual magic that flowed from the soaring enclaves. From the darkest abyss emerged the phaerimm, an ancient race of subterranean beings driven to madness by their torment. With vengeance burning in their eyes, they unleashed a cataclysmic war upon Netheril, draining both life and magic from the land and the enclaves alike. Once vibrant fields turned to desolate wastelands, and the wild magic that once danced through the air was snuffed out like a dying ember. Lhauda and Tith Tylendrathil fell to ruin, while the Exodus led many to seek refuge in the burgeoning magocracy of Ilisk, the Tower of the Star in the forgotten ruins of Andalbruin, and the mysterious settlement that took root in the depths of the North Dark, guided by the enigmatic Iolaum. As the arcanists departed, a void was left in low Netheril, and the common folk, bereft of guidance, scattered like autumn leaves in a merciless wind. Arthendal the Terracer materialized in the halls of Leonar, bearing a dire warning that the goddess Mistril herself would cast her gaze upon Netheril, preparing to unleash a trial of unprecedented proportions. The very foundations of the Empire trembled as the looming storm of destiny stirred. The tale of Karsus's folly unfolded, shaking the very foundations of the world. The brilliant arcanist, Karsus embarked upon a perilous endeavor that would forever alter the course of magic, in the year -339 DR. Drawing upon the dwindling strength of the weave, weakened by the relentless clash between the phaerimm and Netheril, Karsus concocted a spell of unparalleled complexity. The incantation, known as Karsus's avatar, spanned 6 arduous hours, each moment an intricate symphony of magic. As the final words of the spell echoed through the realms, the fabric of reality itself trembled, and the weave, burdened beyond its limits, shattered like a fragile crystal.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard who ever lived. The child who would become a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself to be untouchable, to be mistaken.
A spoken by Gale of Waterdeep on the fall of Netheril. The goddess Mithril, guardian of magic, stood as a bastion of sacrifice. Recognizing the imminent devastation, she made the ultimate choice to preserve the remnants of the shattered weave. With a selfless act of divine martyrdom, Mithril infused herself into the weave, holding it together with sheer force of will. The consequence was dire, as the tapestry of arcane energies unraveled, plunging the realms into a temporary abyss of silence. Enclaves that once graced the heavens now hurtled toward the earth, their descent leaving scars upon the land. The ruins of these fallen citadels littered the northern expanse of Faerûn. Reborn as Mistra, the goddess of magic, she shouldered the mantle of her predecessor with unwavering determination. Though the cataclysm had razed much of Netheril, Mistra's divine grace preserved 3 enclaves from utter annihilation: Anoria, Azram, and Hlondath. Romark, with unwavering resolve, guided his people to safety aboard majestic airships, embarking on a perilous journey to the enchanted lands of the Shining South. There, amidst the radiance of newfound hope, the nation of Hulrua took root. Meanwhile, the resilient dwarves of Ascor emerged as beacons of salvation, leading Netherese survivors through treacherous subterranean passages known as the Low Road. Guided by the echoes of ancient stone, they found solace in the realm of Delzaun, where their sorrows mingled with the tales of a fallen empire. A decree echoed across the land, resonating with the whims of the goddess herself. Mistra had spoken. With a wave of her hand, she cast the ban, a veil that blocked certain spells from the grasp of mortal practitioners. Yet, even in the wake of this divine proclamation, the legacy of Netheril endured. Centuries of mystical exploration had birthed marvels unseen and untamed. Artifacts of untold power danced in the hands of wizards and heroes, their origins rooted in the fallen enclaves of Netheril. But the enclave's remnants held more than mere trinkets. They whispered tales of archair crowns, regal headdresses that kindled the fires of might and dominion. Chardelin gems, infused with the very essence of magic-absorbing minerals, pulsed with an inner power waiting to be unleashed. And shatterings, bands of mystery and intrigue, held secrets known only to those brave enough to unlock their true potential. The remnants of this noble race dispersed across the vast expanse of the realms, seeking solace and forging new paths in distant lands. The commoners of Low Netheril, like seeds scattered by the tempest, found refuge amidst the realms of the north. They settled in places like Ilisk, where their roots sank deep into the soil. In the heart of Netheril, a land drained of life by the wicked phaerimm, a mysterious entity known as the Aberrant Sharn emerged. With its unfathomable powers, it clashed with the malevolent phaerimm, sealing them behind a shimmering wall of silver. The desolation they had wrought was contained within the Anarok Desert, sparing the rest of Faerûn. But time did not completely forget, and in the year 1372 DR, Lord Telemont, aided by his valiant son Shade Prince Rivalen, summoned the majestic Thultanther Enclave back to the prime material plane. With its triumphant return, the Netheril Empire was reborn, casting its mighty shadow over the northwestern shores of the Shadow Sea, nestled within the vast Anauroch Desert. They devised a masterful plan, weaving their webs of intrigue to bring the realm of Sembia under the dominion of Netheril, bending it to their will. The fallen enclave of Sackers, once lost and forgotten, was raised anew, its crumbling spires rebuilt and its glory restored. Yet, in the following year, darkness fell upon the city of Orgelin, as agents of Shar, the Lady of Loss, unleashed a cataclysmic spell learned from the ancient tome known as the Leaves of One Night. Destruction reigned, and the city crumbled beneath the weight of the malevolent magic. Unyielding in their pursuit, Lord Shadow Telemont and his loyal companion Hadrun embarked on a perilous quest to reclaim the stolen Nether Scrolls. Their path led them to the Golden Grove, an enchanted sanctuary forged from the stolen scrolls by the elven high mage Tyvalis Alyavirson. The Shadow Lord's agents seized the sacred tree and bore it away to the depths of the crypt of Algathra the Mad, concealed within the shifting sands of the Anauroch, where ancient ruins whispered secrets long forgotten. Yet, fate had other plans. The liberators of Shadowdale, joined by the remnants of those who dared challenge Netheril's might, rose to the occasion. A battle of epic proportions unfolded within the desolate ruins, culminating in the destruction of the magical tree and the dispersal of the fragmented Nether Scrolls across the vast expanse of Faerûn. A century unfolded, marked by the shadowy reign of the Netheril Empire. With each passing year, their grip tightened over the northern lands, their influence spreading like a dark veil. By the time 1380 DR arrived, Sembia had fallen under the enchantment of the Shade Princes, becoming a loyal protectorate of the Empire. A bloodless conquest unfolded, Featherdale succumbing to their rule in 1418 DR, followed swiftly by Tasseldale in 1420 DR, and the mighty lands of Scardale. But the wheels of fate turned, and in 1484 DR, as the second sundering struck, chaos descended upon Toril. Nature unleashed its fury, and Sembia, driven by ambition, launched an audacious invasion of the Daylands. The Forest Kingdoms found an ally in the valiant nation of Cormyr, whose forces valiantly fought on two fronts. The war's flames engulfed the realms, with the Bedine of Anauroch rising against their Netherese oppressors, turning central and northern Faerûn into a veritable battlefield. As the elven warriors of Mythallar answered the desperate calls for aid, the armies of Sembia were pushed back, and Cormyr reclaimed its rightful lands. With the war in Cormyr subsiding, the gaze of Netheril turned toward the hallowed city of Mythallar. In the year 1487 DR, the Shade Enclave soared over its borders, casting its ominous shadow upon the ancient realm. Lord Telemont, consumed by dark ambition, sought to seize the power of Mythallar's mythal, aiming to topple Mistra and crown Shar as the new goddess of magic in Faerûn. Amidst the chaos, the Lich Larlock, a fellow Netherese arcanist, emerged as a formidable contender, desiring to absorb the mythal's essence for his own nefarious ends. In the clash of titanic powers, the Shadow Lord Telemont met his demise at the hands of the venerable sage of Shadowdale, Elminster Omer. A cataclysm befell Mythallar and the Shade Enclave, twin cities crumbling beneath the weight of their own hubris, mirroring the ancient collapse of Netheril itself. The echoes of destruction reverberated through the realms, a reminder of the cyclical nature of power and the perilous dance between light and shadow. And thus, we come to the end of Netheril's history, a tale of a people who flew too close to the sun. As always, if you would like to hear many more tales and legends, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe.